Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today we have a Japanese map, we have tram system, and helicopters. Right, as you can see on the screen, this is the earliest ever I had a fire in this in the game at all. It's only a few days after I actually built everything, but we're gonna rebuild this later and present all the mods. Now, if you didn't by now, consider subscribing to the channel, all this good stuff, if you know what the channel is about. If not, you can always wait until the end of the video and subscribe if you enjoy it. Now go to the Steam workshop and find yourself something nice for yourself. After watching the video, of course. Okay, let's get cracking. We have a Jutland historical town hall Paczków, based on a real building in the city of Paczków, Poland, built in the first half of the 16th century and then in 1982 remodeled, so its only towers is left of the original building. Collisions are off, deep foundation, this is really good that you can build it in the angle terrain. We're gonna double check that. About 2 meters is present with stairs for placing all the slopes. Yeah, of course, hires 48 workers. This is something that I think it's one of the nicest models this mod mine day, and one of the nicest looking city halls altogether. It's really beautiful. Classic Jutland. I think some of the inspiration is from Rob's, but unlike grey buildings that Rob's usually makes, which are of course beautiful in their own way, this is quite colorful and in detail, I have to say. So let's go and check out the price compared to the other buildings of the same quality. We have the 17,100 rubles compared to vanilla one. You can see how much bigger it is from vanilla one. I think it's fair in price. If you don't, you can always consider that having 47 workers working in this building is a little bit more than vanilla, so definitely I don't think it's a cheating mod. For more details, link in the description of the video. Keihan 800 series. Keihan 800 series, also description in Japanese, I believe. A Japanese commuter train, a train. I said it as a tram, but maybe this is I'm reading a description of the half track 250. A train. I said it as a tram, but maybe it's so long for the game. The game didn't support the train long 40 to 50 meters to go on a road. Extracted from Wikipedia, car length 16.5 meters or 600 meters in total, maximum speed 90 kilometers per hour. And there's more details, you're gonna have to check it out. 88, 105 and 88 passengers respectively. Yeah, so this is again something that I'm gonna just notify you of. There is a model, there's a train model of 66 meters, but it won't go anywhere here. I think you're gonna have to put it on railroads. Unfortunately, I tried to buy them in the railroad depot, but it doesn't work, so probably we'll have to connect it from here to the railroads. Other than that, you have these train or carts that can be combined together in a train depot if you want to use it that way. But as you can see here, there are 3 different models here. This one is the central one. You can see that it doesn't have a cabin, front or back, but it works as an individual unit. You have the rear one. You can see here that in the back you have the back part of the train, and then you have the front one over here. I bought all 3 models. Now you can change the colors, of course, so they look all the same, but this is how you can do it. Now, unfortunately, you cannot do it here because Tram Depot does not support you combining different vehicles together, so technically this is just a zombie train or something like that. Like, this one doesn't have a front or back cabin. But if you park all these vehicles in a train depot, you can combine them into one unit. That's going to be way better and bigger, and it goes 90 kilometers per hour. So in theory, this is a really nice model. In reality, because of the restrictions of the game and developers, we can't really easily make this function. But anyway, there you go. What about the price, I hear you ask? So if you go into you can buy it by using dollars. Keihan here is 124,000 rubles compared to, well, there's nothing to compare it to because there's only mods. Compared to other mods, it's definitely quite expensive, so you will pay pretty penny for it, but it's gonna be worth it. Link in the description of the video. Mr. Novo and American architecture run the building. Based on a Chicago skyscraper built in 1928, houses 500 workers at 90% quality, can also be used as a courthouse. So this is, if you want to have your little Soviet America, this is what you're gonna go for. Mr. Novo has a lot of models recently of American buildings, downtown buildings, high ones and iconic ones. This is one of them. As you can see here, these are exactly two exact buildings. One of them is working as a residential building with 90% quality of flat, and the second one is a courthouse, 120 court staff and 40 judges. You can set the sentences there. Absolutely beautiful work, as usual, like Mr. Novo does, so nothing to complain or compare there, but complain. We're gonna go and check if I can find the building and the price. Here we go. 69,000 rubles. Dnipro is 130. I don't want to compare it to the Dnipro. I want to compare it to normal buildings here. 15,000 normal building. 3 times that would be 40,000 for the same capacity. And I can say that even the blueprint, it is quite comparable. How much space it takes. So I don't consider this to be a cheaty building, but anyway, for more details, link in the description of the video. K Studio and Yak 24. There's I believe a description in Russian, but the English one is Soviet helicopter with 2 tandem rotors, year 1955, maximum speed 193 kilometers per hour, payload 30 passengers or 4 tons of cargo. Okay, so let's check them out. So you have here there's 4 different skins. If you want to change them, you can see here all of them: blue, olive drab, green. No. Anyway, there's 5 different. I think this one is for passengers, and I didn't buy any for cargo. Let's go and check out here. You can see here helicopters, cargo only. There's no for cargo. Okay, that's surprising. Maybe that's water. Maybe it's a good water capacity would be 4 tons because it's 3,047 liters, 49 liters. Anyway, price wise, 36,000 rubles compared to something in that ballpark would be MI6 or maybe even MI8. Definitely way more expensive, so I think it's definitely doesn't seem to be a cheaty mod. Not in my book. I would be using this one. Link in the description of the video. Jutland and Synagogue, in brackets church. Now this is something we don't get too much of recently. Very few churches are being released, and this is a synagogue. I think it might be even one of the first ones in the game, and I love how it has the whole roof looks like a kippa, like a yarmulke, or that Jewish people sometimes wear on their heads. It's really cool. Based on a historical building in Dzierżoniów. Yeah, sorry for butchering your hometown if you're from there. Requires 12 workers and can host up to 180 people. Building has no collisions and about 2 meters deep foundations for placing at slopes. Absolutely gorgeous building. I really love it. Thank you for this, Jutland. What about the price? I hear say you cannot compare it to anything in vanilla, but we can check compared to other churches. Synagogue here would be 6,500 rubles. I wouldn't even compare it to other buildings because here you can have this big mosque. This is from I will not compare it to other modders. I think it's a fair price for this small building and quite iconic one at that. Link in the description of the video. Probably the best one this mod Monday. This is Wild Bunny and the Civil Infrastructure Collection. This is a collection of various buildings. It includes types of buildings from the GDR and FRG. Okay, I'm gonna inhale now. Dresden Atrium, Erfurt, a regular one, the Technical University, Kreuzbau, Zeitzhalle, police station, kindergarten, Kinder- und Jugend, yada. My German is bad. Ambulatorium, Japanese fast food restaurant, Lazurny swimming pool, different types of markets, service garage, government agency. as a town hall, football field, not American, prison, pub, canteen, cabaret, theater, orphanage, and wow, why orphanage, and students' dorms. The last two are barely used in this game anyway, recently, at least by me. I didn't notice anybody else using them as well, but yeah, orphanages and the student dormitoriums are kind of still broken or not functioning as they should. But anyway, we are talking about this model. As you saw in the beginning, there was a fire with this building. We're gonna rebuild it. That would be district office. That would be a town hall. This is a Kreuzbau, which means cross building in German. Then we have the prison here, and as you can see, it looks like a prison. It really does look like a prison. It's really cool and realistic building. I love it. And then we have here the Hochschule, that would be a high school. And then we have Schule Typ Erfurt, that would be school. And this is university, and this is a school, Hochschule. No, this would be a high school, I think, Hochschule. And then we have a police station. We have, oh, what is this beautiful building? This is a food distribution office. This is cool. Okay, I like this. This is just for food and meat storage. Then we have swimming pools. This is cool. Reminds me a little bit of the Pripyat one. And then we have the small shop for the food and the meat. And then we have the canteen again with the food and meat that you can purchase there. We have the cabaret, that would be a theater, 2-star, 2.5 star maybe. As you can see here, there's a lot more buildings. I will not go on individual ones. Really beautiful stuff that you can find here. And of course the football pitch, the proper football pitch. Details are amazing. I'm gonna compare some of the models. So let's see what we can find in the mod section. Let's go for the prison here. Prison is a big one, 140 people. I think the vanilla one could be a little bit bigger, but let me just confirm this. 210 compared to 140 here, so 50% bigger. We have prison 42,000, 115,000. I think it's comparable. It's a fair price. I think it's a fair price. Let's go for another one. This is the university, but which one? Let's see the universities here. Here we go. We found it. This is the technical university. Erfurt Hochschule 36,000. Vanilla is 138,000. I don't know. Here the one that Walbani made, it could be a little bit more expensive. It doesn't have to be. I would still use it. It's way smaller, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more expensive university. But all in all, I think most of the buildings are quite realistic and fairly priced. There doesn't seem that there's any intention in cheating. But anyway, link in description of the video. Mr. Yuzek or Neg. I'm not gonna butcher it, it's reversed. Kezui Yuzek. Right, this is a Star Trek pack number 2. This pack includes Star 28, Star 200, Star 1142, and that's it. There's multiple versions of this truck. I just hope that I actually bought some of them, because I have so many Star Trucks that I think something is messed up a little bit. Authors, Mr. Yuzek, Pieo Play, Kalmoir, and special thanks to Jakubix12345 for helping us determine the parameters and the truck types. There's a description in Polish as well. So I'm gonna go and demonstrate the from the garage here, the vehicles that we have. So if we go for the purchasing of full vehicles, I'm gonna go all the way in the end, because there's so many Star vehicles now. They're my favorite vehicles. I always use them in my Let's Plays, and they're perfectly sized for cities, for distribution, smaller scale transportation. Absolutely gorgeous trucks, Polish made. There's nothing to complain about. Next to Zubers, definitely my most used trucks in the game. So you can see here we have a Star 28. This is one of the models that we have here. I'm gonna just read. It has dumper truck, also has the open hull, covered hull, oil tanker, cement trucks, and car transporter in Star 28. And then I'm gonna go for the next set is Star 200. So if we go to the right, you can see here Star 200. We have the dumper truck, open hull, covered hull, oil tank, cement truck, and car transporter. That seems to be the same types. And then the last one is Star 1142. Now I think there's only a few of them. You can see here open hull to the right hand side, and then most of the trucks here, all of the trucks here are of the same type. And then we have here as well, but the newest one added are open hull, covered hull, oil tanker, garbage truck, big garbage truck, all of them, even the animal transport, which by the way I actually bought here. It looks quite realistic. Like I said, they also come in the different color schemes that you can change. This is absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite truck mod or mod set in the game. What about the price? We already checked that. The price is, can I sell it and say how much is it? Yeah, 2,900. That would be around 4,000 rubles for these trucks, which is quite realistic price. Škodas come to like 7 or 8,000 in the beginning of the game. We can double check that as well. So dumpers, no, that's the only one that Škoda doesn't actually have. Let's go for the covered hull, Škoda. Here we go, 5,000 rubles. So it's quite realistic, realistic price for these vehicles. And all the way in the back to demonstrate how much the price is, but it's usually 30% they lose in value as soon as you buy them. Anyway, link in the description of the video. We have Liaoning Peninsula by Van. This is the virtual version of the Liaoning Peninsula map 2.0 with a size of 170 kilometers. Brings us one of the era great construction in 1960s from 0 to 1, self-sufficient number of ports. There's a description you're gonna have to go and check out, but this is actually Liaodong Peninsula, I believe. Liaodong Peninsula is the peninsula in the north of China, close to the border with North Korea. And one of my friends, Hai Wei, if you're listening, one of my friends, she's from there, from the Dalian. There's a city of Dalian on this peninsula, and we're gonna go in details and check out what is on this map. Okay, so this is how the map looks like. Dalian city would be around here, and I think they have an airport or something, you know, in a sea, and there's a Dalian shipyard. I think that's where the Chinese aircraft carriers are being made. Anyway, the map looks like this. It's a Dalian, is the peninsula where the Dalian city would be located. Here you can see that it's surrounded by most of the southwest by the NATO border and northeast by the Soviet border. Now, there's quite few issues with the map, by the way, just a heads up. It is a beautiful map, and I hope it's going to be developed further, but there are a couple of things that could be fixed in here. For example, there's this huge bridge going to this island, and I believe that this is NATO workers or NATO border crossing. Here, your trucks, if you're trying to export anything, will take forever to get on the other side and then back for the exports. You do have electricity connection that goes under the sea. As you can see here, there's a cable going there, but still it's like a lot of infrastructure that you're probably gonna have to maintain yourself. Also, on the other hand, the resources are quite plentiful, so this is not going to be a problem. Most of the coal that you can find will be around 100% mines, which is good if you don't like any challenges. I do like challenges, and this is just way too much resources for this area. Oil is plentiful as well as uranium and bauxite. But I'm a big fan of the real locations for the real cities, so if you want to recreate your own Dalian city, that would be probably the best location to start right around here. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.